Hey, darling. All right, let us begin. I feel like, ooh, we're on this. We have so many good videos. But today, since yesterday we danced, today let's go ahead and take our knees wide on the mat. We'll come into a child's pose first to start. So sit up nice and tall. Big toes come together to touch, right? You're sitting down on the tops of the feet. Sit bones are resting on your heels first to start. And then go ahead and take your hands and slowly walk the hands out in front of you, keeping the sit bones attached to the heels as best as you can. Let yourself just sink back into your hips. Try to keep a nice flat back in this one. You can always prop a pillow underneath your chest as well if this is a lot of pressure on the tops of the thighs and the hips. Someone reminded me a while back that child's pose is not a resting posture for everybody. So always keeping that in mind in terms of where all of our bodies are at. Okay, so nice deep inhale. Breathing into the rib cage, exhale. Surrender through the hips. Again, big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. From here with our head down, I'm gonna raise my head. You're gonna keep your head down just so I'm not muffled and you can hear me. We give gratitude to this earth, right? To the indigenous peoples of this land, right? Always reminding folks to take a moment just to Google who the indigenous peoples of the land that you're standing on are, right? And as you're traveling and going into other spaces and practicing, giving back to the people and to the land as you do so. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, pull in on your low belly, sit back into your hips a little bit. Surrender just a little bit more. Give gratitude to this practice of yoga, one of the original practices of peace, created by Black and brown people from Africa, India, and parts of Southeast Asia. There will never be a time that I don't say this, okay, friends? There will never be a class that I do not give homage to indigenous people of the land or Black and brown people. It's a part of the practice to lead us into something deeper, especially, I won't say especially, for all people, but speaking specifically as a white-bodied person. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Giving gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves. Understanding that we can find joy within this practice, but also understanding that this is a practice for healing. So when things come up, to observe them. Observe the feelings that you might be having within your body when you hit a certain nerve or you're in a certain posture. Observing your thoughts as they move and pass through. Whether you're in a long hold or in a posture that sometimes just might not be comfortable. So just explore that discomfort. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to give a little bit of extra love and care for today, please take a moment to do so in thought and mind. Drawing them down to your heart center. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly walk the hands back towards the knees. Go ahead and pull the knees together to touch. Sit bones rest down on the heels. Again, if this is a lot to have your knees together, you can always have your knees a little bit separated, right? You can also always brace the weight with the hands if sitting up nice and tall is too much. Inhale. Arms come high. Reach up and out of the waistline, exhale. Hands come back behind. Stay up with the chest, but engage your low belly. So you're not here, right? You're more here, trying to still tuck the tailbone. Hands come back behind you, pull back, making a fist, right? And then slowly pulling your chest down and over the tops of the thighs. Forehead comes down towards the mat and fists rise up to the sky. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, use the strength of the fist to slowly pull yourself back up. Release, shake out your hands. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, hands come back and behind. Interlock the fingers at the base of the spine. Pull down through the fists. Pull up through the chest. Engage your low belly and slowly let yourself come down and over the tops of the thighs. Fists rise away from the low back as much as you can, pulling up to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, use the strength of the fist to slowly pull you up. Nice flat back, low belly's engaged. Release the hands. Go ahead and rock over and onto your seat. And let's go ahead and come into a cross-legged position. We're gonna do a little hand stretch today. It takes a little bit of time, but you can always throw on another video. And because we're always using our hands for texting and typing and writing and all of the things, and so our hands are like this. So in order to open up through our palms and all the tendons in our fingers, right? Right palm face up to the sky. Grab onto your pinky. Press into the top of the hand, and you're gonna flip the palm. Press, pull on the finger, come all the way to the end of the finger, release, pop. Slowly come back up. Same thing, ring finger, pull, press into the back of the hand, flip and press, pull on the finger, all the way to the nail, and then slowly let it release. Slowly come back out, middle finger, flip, press, pull on the finger, all the way to the end, release. Same thing, index, pull, flip and press, pull all the way to the end of the finger, release. And then thumb, pull it out and over, flip and press. Pull on the thumb and release. Give your hand a nice little shake. Put your hands up next to each other. I usually find that it's about a pinky, like a fourth of a pinky, like difference. So same thing on the opposite side to balance it out. Palm faces up to the sky. Pull on that pinky finger, press and flip. Press and pull back through the shoulder. Pull on the finger all the way to the end. Up, release. Go ahead and take that ring finger, same thing. Pull, flip, and press. Pull and release. Same thing, middle finger, pull, flip, and press. All the way to the end. Release, index, pull, flip, press. All the way to the end. Release. And then one more, the thumb, pull it out and over. Still press into the back of the hands, little crank here. And then pull, flip, and press. All the way to the end. Ooh, release. Go ahead and give your hands a nice little shake. All right, let's go ahead. Roll over the ankles, yeah. Press into your tabletop. And we're just gonna come into a couple of small, short movements here, okay? So, table, your low belly's pulled up and in. You're gonna take your right knee to your right elbow and kick it out. Right knee to right, kick it out. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Hold here, pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and drop down through that knee. Inhale into cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, back into table. You're gonna go ahead and take that left knee, left elbow, and then kick it back. Left knee, left elbow, kick it back. Left knee, left, kick it back. We go for 4. Engaging your low belly as you round up for 3, for 2, and 1. And then pulse, flex the foot, pulse the foot up to the sky. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Big inhale, knee back down to mat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, back into table. Take the hands out beyond the top of the mat and sink down through the chest. Hips stay high, coming into your puppy pose. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. Point the toes, press down through the tops of the feet. Again, nice deep inhale. And then exhale. Shift yourself forward. And then put a bend in the elbows and drop down into your Sphinx. So in Sphinx, elbows are underneath shoulders. Pull the chest forward, press down through the tops of the feet. Engage the legs. Big inhale here. Really press and see if you can get into that low back in your lumbar spine. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Again, big inhale. Press. Exhale, slowly come down to the belly. Hands come next to the bust line, elbows in close to the side body. Inhale, cobra. Try not to come up any higher than the belly button. Elbows are in close to your side body. You roll your shoulders down your back, legs are still engaged. Big inhale. So you're pressing down through the tops of the feet. Exhale. 2 more big breaths here. Big inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly come back down to the bust line, flip the toes, press to the knees, crawl your knees back up, and you're gonna crawl your knees all the way up to meet your hands. Sit bones come back down towards the heels, and then you're gonna go ahead and take your feet out to the opposite sides of your hips, right? If this is too much for you, this is where you will stay. You will hang out here. You can always use your hands to brace the weight, but we're gonna work ourselves into a hero's pose, okay? So here, full expression, hands come to the back part of, or the soles of the feet here. If you're good here and your knees aren't screaming at you, you can come down 1 elbow at a time. Nice deep inhale. Knees are not coming up off the mat, okay? Tops of the feet are flat. And then you slowly, you can crawl your elbows in. Back of the top of the head is gonna come to the mat, and then you're gonna tuck your chin and come down to the back of your head, okay? So shoulder blades are down on the mat. Back of the head is on the mat. You can use your elbows to press, right? Chin is tucked in towards your chest, so big compression of the thyroid. Breathe here. Hands can come back behind the head and grab for your opposite elbows. Exhale, hold. 2 more, big inhale. Breathe, exhale. So a nice little arch in the spine, big inhale here. Breathe into your low belly, exhale, release. Hands come down to the soles of the feet. Press into the elbows. And then one at a time, come up. Sit forward, and then shift off the shins and the tops of the feet, taking the legs out in front of you. Letting some blood flow, coming back into the legs. And then slowly reach out And let yourself come all the way down. Toes flex towards the face, arms reach up overhead, big inhale here. I like to press down through the backs of my feet. Usually my knees pop out, like in a good way, not in a like painful way. And then the toes flop out to the side. You can hang out here with the arms up overhead, more in like a goalpost option if you want to. You can take up a lot of space. You can always take the hands down to the sides, pressing up through the elbows and rolling the shoulders underneath you. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. And find a space here just to breathe. So nice mini short flow just to get the blood moving in the body, staying here as you're in this space of rest. I'm gonna read something off the internet. But a couple weeks ago I got done reading The Prophet. I saw that Ed Britton, who I really like, posted on his Instagram about it. So it says, the quote he pulled was, "You give but little when you give of your possessions. It's when you give of yourself that you truly give." And he goes on to say, "The book is so overwhelming with wisdom and insight from a materialist view, it is difficult to comprehend how it's possible that it was ever written by a human being. The words therein send the soul soaring into greatest heights and the heart fluttering in the ecstasy of unconditional love. I recommend the book to everyone." And very much so, right? I believe that these past couple of weeks, cried a little bit in the yoga class I took earlier today, just from a space of understanding the love that is around us in all spaces. And also feeling, I think when it comes to body, that's where grief is, right? That's where we miss people, is that, you know, we have people in voice, on phones, but energetically and within body, there's a way of, there's a human experience, let's say that, in the expression of love. So just encouraging everybody to tap into that human experience in terms of what unconditional love for self and for the people in our lives feels like. So with that said, please take as much time in Shavasana as you need. Right? Always encouraging people to take a little bit longer just to breathe. You might surprise yourself. The divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in the collective we in all of us. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me this afternoon, as it is outside, but whenever you do it, and for trusting me with your bodies and hearts and spirits and souls. And to that I say, go in peace and serve love always. Thanks so much, everyone. Jane, you the bitch.